there's a Robin line, like there's a Robin Easter egg in Justice League that I think you'll have to wait and see. I can't say exactly. Would there be a plan to have more Robin in future, in whatever future story there would be? I mean, to me, the way you do a Robin story in the Justice League universe is Batman is like drinking and he is remembering. I'm drinking, I'm drinking, so Batman drinks like it, but like, and we see what happened. We understand like who Robin was to him, and we get to experience what was the circumstances for the Joker and Robin coming together.
Well, apparently, I mean, some of the recent stuff, like, and even looking at the costume that he has displayed, I mean, it sounds like the Joker not only just decided to beat him up, but he maybe set him on fire? Possibly?
He's not a nice person.
No,
so
he's not.
That's like,
he's kind of a dick.
But I think that's my only way. That's, I guess, the way I would think about it is that, like, if we were to see Robin in this movie, we'd see like a really able Robin. We'd see a really like probably the way you do, I think, Robin is you do a better Batman in some ways, right? You do like the less broken Batman as Robin, and because of his naivete, it costs him, right? Yeah. His kindness, his trust in humanity costs him in the end, which darkens Batman more even.
And I think like too, like, and I don't know if that's just in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which hopefully you got that title. I think like, Batman trying to build this family essentially with the Justice League. I mean, he's tried to do that before, obviously with, I guess you could say the Bat family. But, obviously you could see some he's probably got some trust issues, some like insecurities about it.
Absolutely.
And I think like, some people are speculating, the fact that you brought the Joker in, obviously, if he's going to be part of either that nightmare timeline or whether it was like the regular timeline, I mean, he's going to have a little bit of, PTSD a little bit when he sees that guy, because look what he fucking did to his little buddy. I mean, and it's not the Jason Todd one. You clarified that it was the Dick Grayson version in your version of of this story.
Dick Grayson to me is much more
that would
personal.
That would hit Bruce way more. Yeah.
Way harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it was all. That's what that was all about to me.
Yeah.
I was like, one of the things I always say is that, like, the thing I think that like a lot of fans need to think about in regard to how different directors approach Batman and or these sort of extended universes, you have to think about it like it's just a run,
Yeah.
It's just a run.
Like a comic book, like a graphic novel.
Comic book run.
Yeah.
Like if I had done a run of the same story, of Man of Steel, BVS, and Justice League, it would be way less controversial. You know what I mean? Than because you'd just be like, oh, this comic book writer took this wanted to take this take, and when the run ends, someone else will pick it up and do something else.
Exactly.
So it is what it is.
It's your version. I mean, that's what we talk about when it talks about like reinventing, the character. I mean, you weren't trying to like, there's nothing wrong with what Marvel was doing, what they're doing. They're fun movies, they're popcorn movies, whatever the hell, and they're all connected. I always said like,
right.
When it comes to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's like they have like one long branch, and then they have like, these little leaves that are like the little each individual movie, but they all essentially have one set story, which was cool. It worked out, and they had that Infinity Saga. Cool. But what you were trying to do was trying to just do your own little contained story. You weren't trying to go crazy with like, hey, we got to expand this. Sure, you had like, you had Ryan Choi in there. It's like, oh, cool. There's the Atom. He's in there. And, you had all these little, little Easter eggs.
Well, because frankly, when Darkseid attacks, when Darkseid is coming, you needed to plant enough seed. There needs to be enough, characters on the edge that can fight, because you need to really the defenders of Earth need to come together, and more even than the Justice League, not just the Justice League, but kind of like the defenders of Earth. And when I say that, I mean whether it be all the Atlanteans, all the Themyscirans, the armies of men, everybody, because the Lanterns, everybody, because that's a real war.
Oh, you just said Lanterns, guys. I'm not going to ask you who your Green Lantern is. It's fine. I mean, we'll find out, I think, hopefully, maybe in the future. I mean, there's always speculation out there, but, I think I even sent a message to you, too. If you need a Green Lantern, I'm available.
Oh, but it's you.
Yeah, it is me. See, you guys heard it here first, folks. I mean, I'm going to throw this guy up here.
Exclusivo!
Zack Snyder said I'm the Green Lantern in the Snyderverse.